What's up, guys? Greg Newmaster coming at you with another action figure toy review. I actually, and please forgive the shaky cam, I have to hold my camera because I have really big items here. I'm going to be comparing the two newer vintage collection X-Wings. I've had a few Red 5 X-Wings in my life. I had the Saga collection that had the sound effects, but I hated that one because you couldn't remove Luke from the cockpit and you couldn't take R2-D2 out as well. Then later on, they've come out with a few repaints of the same body mold of Luke's X-Wing. I also had Red 3 of the Toys R Us exclusive. I'm not sure if it was vintage collection. I think it was. But that was also just a repaint of... there was a Saga X-Wing from Empire Strikes Back where Luke has the moss on it. And then there's another one where he crashed into the water and it came with... like a snake or a creature or something like that, and then the other one came with his food and thermos and things like that. So anyhow, this is the Star Wars Vintage Collection X-Wing. It came out like maybe 4 months ago, but it is awesome, and I'm so happy to have it. And like I said, it's the same exact mold as like the previous X-Wings, which is fine because they're really good X-Wings, but the Vintage Collection has just been killing it with the level of detail and paint that they started doing. So I'm going to show you this X-Wing, and then I'm going to show you Poe Dameron's X-Wing, which is also excellent. So taking a look at the nose here, like look at it looks like I rubbed this in the mud, but I didn't. That's just the level of paint detail that they had there. If you're taking a look at the cockpit there, that scuff right here, that's just like painted on. That's not a defect or a quality control issue. Look, we got the paint splotches, oil splotches, blaster splotches, whatever you want it to be there. There's just like this burning effect from the turbines. It's just beautiful. Even on the cannons, like if you look at the cannons and the level of detail and the paint, here's like his Red 5 insignia, and it's all scratched and scuffed up. Like this is the level of detail like they're going with these toys here. Here's the insides of the wings. Like check that out. That's just incredible. Just such great care and detail. They're actually coming out with Boba Fett Slave 1 really soon. That's going to be through just Hasbro. But here's like the turbines in the back. So like I said, this is the same old mold, but just the level paint detail. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'll pull out R2. Love this, that you can remove R2. Sorry there. One of the landing gear came down. So I'm going to pull that out. So flip this back around for you guys. So I already had this cockpit open because this time around it's really hard to get open. But look at the level of paint detail that they put on the control panel with the joystick. Like on my Red 3 X-Wing, this was not painted like this. So they've just taken tons of care in terms of the details. I'm going to pull my Luke out. There he is. So, you know, if none of you guys have this, it comes with the targeting computer, which is awesome. All the newer vintage collection X-Wings have this. So it's just phenomenal. Like there's some scuffing on the seats. It's just awesome, awesome, beautiful, beautiful figure. Such a good job. And this is only about, I think it's $100 right now. You can get this for $100, which is a really good price. But if you're interested, if you're a Luke Skywalker fan, if you're a Red 5 fan, I'd jump on that before the price skyrockets on the aftermarket. Like, look, even they painted on the inside where the astromech droid goes. Just awesome. I'm going to flip it over. Like on my Red 3, this isn't painted at all. Like, look at it. It looks so dirty and beat up. These X-Wings are really good with their landing gear because the landing gear is really sturdy. Like, you can open and close that, and then the landing gear is hidden. Here is the missile, which flips over like so. There's a button. Where is the button? The button is right there, and it fires the missile. That's what the missile looks like. Put that back in there. And that flips around. Here's the landing gear. This isn't hidden like it is in the nose. And then you got the nice little storage compartment that these come with. So just an excellent classic Red 5 X-Wing. This pairs with the new Luke Skywalker in his flight uniform from A New Hope. The original Star Wars. So there is Red 5, which I must say is awesome. I love this thing. This is going to be hung up in my bedroom or in my office. My lady will not let me hang it up in the bedroom. Okay, so let's check out Poe Dameron's X-Wing, which I have to say, I think this is the best X-Wing they have ever made. Even though it's from the new trilogy, and even though I don't like the colors as much as his very first X-Wing from Force Awakens, but the level of detail on this X-Wing is just awesome. So check this out here. So here's BB-8. This is my BB-8 action figure. You can pull this out. There's this little clip that goes on the top there. And you can pull BB-8 out, and look at this, friends. You can swap out BB-8 for an astromech droid. R2-D2 fits inside of there perfectly, and you just cover it like so. And look at that. That is so awesome. That is so cool. Also, if you want to look at the level of detail, I already popped this off because it's really tricky to get off, but look at that. Poe needs to work on the engine. Something's wrong with it. Look at that. That's amazing. That is so awesome. Just they really put a lot of care and engineering into these figures. So I'm going to pop that back on. The original X-Wing does not have this feature. So if we can look inside, the engine's there. Excuse me, I just burped. I apologize. But if you look at that engine there, I don't know if you guys can, I'm trying to get the light, there you go. Yeah, so if you can see that at all, really cool. Just awesome level of detail. Going down the nose. I'll flip it over for you guys in a second and show you what it looks like in the belly. But I'm going to open up the cockpit. There's Poe. Now, the improvement with this new X-Wing versus the old one was the computer terminal was held on by a string on the other X-Wings. What they did with these ones is it's latched on there. So you can just flip it up like so. Let's get close there. Look, there's a targeting computer. You have the TIE Fighter on there. Nice image. And the joystick is in there. It's right there. It's actually mounted in there. So I'm going to pull Poe out just to show you guys. But you want to be careful, though, because you know, that could snap off real easily. But yeah, look, the joystick is in there. It even spins around a little bit. I'm not going to try, but I think you can pull that out. But get a look inside of that cockpit. Really great, huh? I mean, this is definitely, in my opinion, the best X-Wing design I've ever seen. Just the level of detail and awesomeness. Doesn't go, it's not open on the inside there, so there's a piece there. So his legs can't go all the way down, or you can't lose anything in the nose there. But yeah, so there's that. Let's flip it over. I'll show you the belly. These landing gears are really awesome in the level of detail, but they're super flimsy. So look at that. Look at how loose that is. I'm just letting that go. So the other X-Wing was better in terms of that. It was more stable. This tends to fall over more. But it looks great. And they're really hard to get out too. So this has like a double door. And that just pops in there, and you can lock that in like so. So these landing gears I don't like either, because they tend to fall off real easily like that. And also, like, what you do is you to put them down or to bring them out, they're really difficult to get out. So you need to turn it like so. Sorry. You turn it like so, these fold in, and you put it down just like that. And then it's really hard to dig out. So you gotta have long fingernails or like a screwdriver to pretty much pry it out. And that closes, but it looks really great. I'll show you on the other side. Put these flaps down like so, you turn it. See, that just came off, it's really annoying because it just falls off so easily. I don't know if it's just like my particular X-Wing that I have, that it's just like real flimsy. And then it closes like that. He also comes with this little storage unit and a ladder. So take a look at that. There's a ladder secured in there. Pull the ladder out like so. So here's the ladder. And it actually goes in these two prongs there. So when you have the landing gear down, and it's flipped the other way, I'll show you real quick, that the ladder, you have the ladder just like that, so you can climb up on the ladder. Just a nice little detail, which is really nice. Just a nice, you know, they really put a lot of care into the engineering. I'm so impressed. Like, toy engineers, like, you guys are awesome. The cool stuff that you guys do bring a lot of joy to people. And I think the best feature of the new X-Wing is the battle mode. So on the old X-Wings, it was super flimsy. And the lever, here I'll show you. So here's the lever on the original X-Wing. So you see it's right here. And you pull it down and lock it over to the side. Now look at that. Look at how flimsy that is when you're in battle mode. No bueno, no good. I don't know if you guys can see that. It almost like closes. But with the Poe Dameron X-Wing, what they did is they got rid of the lever right here. And there's two buttons on the top. There's an open and a close. So I'll show you. I'm just going to push down on this button. Oh wait, that's the close. So I'm going to push down on, this is hard to do with one hand. Maybe if I pull it off the ledge a little bit. Yeah, so the first button, you push right there. So I hit this button right here. And that puts you into the X-Wing battle mode. Really awesome. Not flimsy at all. See? Nice and locked in. And to close the X-Wing, you press this button. just like that. And it fits nice and smooth together. And it's just beautiful, beautiful, wonderful X-Wings. So guys, if you are a huge fan of Star Wars like I am, and you collect the 3.75-inch line, which I've done for years since I was a little kid, you got to get these X-Wings. They look great. They're very affordable. And just the level of detail that they do now is just incredible. For the level of detail alone, the price point, and man, Poe Dameron's X-Wing and Luke's X-Wing, amazing, amazing. Highly recommend them. I would say buy them. I did. All right, so you guys have a great day. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. This is Greg. Peace out.